Hey guys, it's CL, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I make brand new Critical Role recaps every Monday at noon, and would be happy to have you join the party. If you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe, and hit the Bertrand bell to be notified of future videos. Now today, I wanted to discuss with you guys who I would cast in a Legend of Vox Machina live-action film or television series. Never in my wildest dreams did I think in 2015, when I started watching our favorite nerdy-ass voice actors, that we'd have an animated series on Amazon. So who knows what else is possible? I do think everyone at the table is extremely talented, and they could definitely portray their Campaign 1 characters very easily. But as time passes, they get busier and busier, so I thought it would be cool to talk about maybe some alternates that could take up the mantle. Starting with Keyleth. I think it's very important that the person who plays Keyleth have not only the druid's grace, but also the insecurity, her hesitance. But I also kind of want a strength aspect as she kind of grows into her power as the series goes on. First, I thought maybe Lily Reinhardt. She's very demure, soft-spoken, and after watching Riverdale and Hustlers, there's sort of a silent attitude I really liked about her. I also thought Molly C. Quinn, who you might know as the daughter on Castle. I think she lines up more visually with what I had hoped Keyleth would be like, but I don't know if she has the quiet anger that I'm looking for. My last option is potentially my favorite, and that's Karen Gillan, who you might know from Doctor Who or The Avengers. I think Karen really nails that hesitance I want, and watching her as Nebula, you know she can play badass really well. Percy is incredibly hard. He's important. His main storyline is one of the most iconic parts of Critical Role as a whole. He's a voice of reason, but he's also a voice of chaos. He's stoic but good, and there's also some torment, and he's riddled in guilt. Riddled. Do you see where I'm going with this? Okay, first on my list is Paul Dano, who you might know from Little Miss Sunshine, or as the Riddler, in the new Batman film. I think he did an incredibly good job with the tormented aspect. But he may be a little older than what I was picturing for the gunslinger. Also from the Batman that I liked is Robert Pattinson, who in his own way is really good at tormented. Though, I could see an argument for the fact that he's really great as a sulky kind, so that could help with Vax. I don't know. Finally, I think my favorite of the three would be Andrew Garfield. After watching him in Tick Tick Boom, through the elation, the devastation, he has so much range, and I think he'd do amazing as Percy. Plus he looks good in a pair of glasses. Grog is easy for me. You want someone who can deliver deadpan, who can say the most ludicrous lines with a straight face, and coming to mind, I have a few, is Dave Bautista from Guardians of the Galaxy, hell, even John Cena of Peacemaker. They both definitely have the build for it. But my pick is 100% is Patrick Warburton, who is Kronk from The Emperor's New Groove. I think the case is settled. Pike has many different facets, so I picked a range of personalities, but I don't know if I found one I'm really in love with. I liked Angourie Rice, who we first met as one of the students in the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies. She's funny, but maybe a little too innocent. I also liked Kiernan Shipka, who is almost there for me, but again, she's best friends with Grog and Scanlan. She can't be too innocent. So currently I like Ella Balinska from Charlie's Angels. I think she's hilarious and she's badass. She is also just really cool. Check out her Wired autocomplete interview with K-Stu and Naomi Scott. Speaking of Naomi Scott, what do you think of her for Vex? I think she's super talented. She's done her share of action films, and she's also naturally British, so the accent makes it all the better. But there's also Elizabeth Gillies, who is just so funny. Especially in the beginning with her relationship with Keyleth, it could be cool to see some Jade-isms coming out from her time on Victorious. Finally, I have Shailene Woodley, who I think is a really cool mix of serious and dry humor. Vex is a hard one too, so what do you guys think? I did say Arpats could kill it as Vax, but who else? Visually, I really see Boo Boo Stewart from Descendants in the role. I think he's also got that charming, flirty side that could be good with the storyline with Gilmore. Jamie Campbell Bower was recently in the new Stranger Things, and I think he could bring a cool intensity to the role. But I do think my absolute favorite would be Ansel Elgort. I fell in love with his portrayal in West Side Story, and it had all I wanted for Vax. He's got natural charisma, he's protective, he wears his heart on his sleeve. I think he'd kill it. And finally, Scanlan Shorthalt. The Meat Man is a hard one. I mean, pun intended. I think Jonathan Majors could be really great as the Scan Man, maybe even Bradley Cooper after seeing him as Rocket in Guardians of the Galaxy. But I think it should just be Sam. I was only allowing myself to do one person if I really had to from the original cast that I thought needed to play in the live action series. Sam Riegel is Scanlan through and through, and I would probably be disappointed if it wasn't him. But I don't know. Tell me who you would cast in the comments below. Do you want to see me cast more characters? Maybe different campaigns? I don't know, I just thought it was an interesting topic and I wanted to see what you guys thought. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe, and check out my album Scorpio on Spotify. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe out there. Good day, my friends.